Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. We are back with another video on the Frontier here. This is my new 2023 Nissan Frontier Pro-4x. You can see, got the Pro-4x badging. This truck is basically as fully loaded as you can get it. It's the Pro-4x with the luxury package, so you get your leather interior and all that. Only other thing you could add on to this is Nissan has a bunch of accessories for this thing. So you can get side steps, you can get decals, you can get stuff for in the box. There's different toolboxes and a couple different things you can put in back there. Just a bunch of different stuff. Little things like that, locking tailgate, different wheels. So of course, if you choose to add on all of those, they will be more expensive than what we're going to be talking about today. But other than that, this is pretty much the truck, fully spec'd out, minus all the accessories from Nissan. So we'll go over what I paid and it'll give you a rough idea of what you're looking at. I'm not going to do payments, monthly payments, because that's too hard to calculate. Everybody's different. If you trade in a vehicle like I did, or you put a bunch of money down, or you put no money down, of course your payments are going to be totally different. Then you also have your interest rate and you have your however long you want to pay, your finance term. So all that of course will change your payment. So I'm not going to throw that in on this video, but this will give you an idea of what the truck costs after fees and a couple extra add-ons from Nissan. I'll fill you in on that as we go through the video. And then you got kind of a rough estimate of what you're looking at if you want to pick one of these up for yourself. All right, so being a Pro-4x, I'll go over a quick little run through of what you get with the truck before we get into the payments. You'll have your LED headlights, your LED fog lights, your lava red accents, which are on the badges front and back, plus the center cap on your wheels, along with some stitching and panels in the inside of the vehicle. So no other option for this Pro-4x model. Side steps or add-on, you can go check that video out after. I put these on afterwards, so minus that. Some of them, depending what dealership you get it from, like I mentioned, Nissan has a bunch of accessories. You'll see the two steps, front and back, to get in and out. That is an option from Nissan, so that could affect the pricing a little bit. Come to the interior. Like I said, this does have the luxury package, so you get your full leather interior. You got your red accents all throughout. You got your 9-inch infotainment screen in the middle. Leather wrap steering wheel, heated seats, heated steering wheel. You get your 360 camera, got them on both mirrors, front and back. Mine specifically actually came with both mats. Right now I have the rubber ones in. This is also an option from Nissan. My dealership happened to throw them in for free. I didn't actually pay for those. And I also have the carpet ones in the storage compartment in my garage. So I may switch those out, but for the most part, I just leave the rubber ones in. And then same thing, coming to the back, you can see full leather in the back. Everything is good, all smells good, brand new truck, get the new car smell. Back to the rear of the truck, you do have your window, not powered, it's not an option. This is 100% only a manual window. One of the things I wish you could maybe eliminate, I would rather just have a full sheet of glass, but with the Pro-4x, they throw the window in and you cannot get an auto window for the rear. It's manual only, is what it is. You just have to deal with it. And then follow along to the rear end of the truck. Tonneau cover I put on, but you can see lava red accents from Nissan as well. This does have the tow. You can see your hitch there. Plugins right here for whatever kind of trailer you're towing. Not a locking tailgate on this one. If yours does come with it, it was an option put on by Nissan. This from the factory, if you order it just as is, does not come with a locking tailgate. You can lock it with your key, but it does not lock automatically if you hit the key fob And one thing with the Pro-4x is you do actually get the spray and bed liner. It is one thing that they all come with. So if that's something that you want and maybe you can't find it in another model, I know the pricing between these models is not a huge amount of money. Of course, it does add up. Like I said, the more accessories and options you throw on, obviously the price will jump substantially. But from the S, SV to this, not a huge difference, especially when you're talking the amount of money these trucks cost nowadays. But spray and bed liner, if you want it from factory, all the Pro-4x models do come with it. All right, now to get into the pricing. When I went to pick this truck up, there was no dealer markup at the time. I don't know if I just lucked out or what, because there wasn't a bunch of these on the lot, and everybody knows how everywhere is nowadays. They all mark it up, but I actually got this truck for MSRP, and at the time, that was $48,656. $48,656 is what I paid, or what the sticker said on this truck. And I mean at the time, because now I do look at these a few times a week on Facebook Marketplace still, just to see where everything's at. And most of them seem to be around the 51.5 range now. So I don't know, I didn't really look too much into it. I don't know if that's more accessories added on possibly, or if people are marking it up again, or if Nissan, maybe the truck itself is just starting at a higher price now. I'm not 100% sure. This is a 2023 models. The one I'm looking at on Facebook and stuff are all 2023 models. So I don't know exactly, but they, like I said, they all seem to be around the 51.5 range now, where I paid 48.6, you might as well say. So a few $1,000s right off the bat. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but 48 is where we started. All right, now being a brand new truck, I did add on a couple things from the dealer. Most people, I would say, probably don't, but I figured just for my own sanity, I'll do it. It's a brand new truck. One of them, what I did is when you get the car or the truck, you get a 5-year powertrain warranty, and then 3 years is your everything else kind of. It's bumper to bumper basically for 3 years, 5 years for anything major, engine components, anything like your exhaust, suspension, anything like that. 5 years because that's major. Your truck cannot work without it. Everything else, including electrical, is 3 years. And now being a brand new truck, and I did see on a couple groups on Facebook I'm a part of, that a lot of these things have electrical issues. So what I did is I got the extended warranty from Nissan itself, which basically makes everything a bumper to bumper warranty for 5 years. That was $2,700. Now these are all Canadian dollars, so $2,700, not a huge chunk of change, but it's not cheap either. But for me, I may not use it, but if my truck has any problems now from, you know, the infotainment system, any alarms, sensors, this thing's got cameras everywhere, sensors everywhere, you know, the cruise control, anything electrical, lighting, and then of course engine and everything is 5 years anyway. But for me, I have bumper to bumper now for 5 years. And then the one other thing I got from Nissan is called their armor package. It's vehicle armor, what that is, and being this is a Pro-4x, it's an off-road capable truck. I am going to be taking it off-road. We do have a couple mods coming, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe for all that stuff. But what the armor package is basically, if I take this thing off-road and it gets a scratch, maybe you hit a branch and it scratches it here, or you scuff your rims, hit a rock or something, you get a big dent, whatever, you bring this back to Nissan and they will actually fix it for you. So if I scratch the rim, they'll repaint it. If it's not fixable, they'll get another one. Same with the scratch. They'll come in. If it's just light scratches, you don't have to go to the detailer. You can bring it in, they'll buff it out, and it's just all included. Also, dents on the truck. When I picked this truck up, you can see there's actually one right here, and there's a couple small ones on the hood. That was from factory, from the dealership, but this also includes dent repairs. So that is getting fixed in another couple of weeks. I already booked the appointment. Obviously that was from the dealership. You wouldn't have to use your added armor thing, like I said, they'll fix that free of charge. But with this, say I'm driving down the road, you get a rock chip, it leaves a little dent, you bring it in, they'll fix the dent, they'll fix the scrape, make it look good as new, and you'll be on your way again. Just less headache for yourself. And that is for the life of you owning the vehicle. And what they charged for that was $1,800. So for me, I work some weird hours. It's hard for me to get to places when everything is open. So to be able to just bring this thing in, drop it off, have them deal with it, and not have the headache is well worth the $1,800 for myself. And again, if you're going to be taking it off-road, why not? If you scuff your rim or your paint or whatever, everybody knows how expensive things are nowadays, and for $1,800 you can bring it in and they'll help you fix it. And like I said, less headache, more fun. And the last thing I got from them, which I kind of canceled out because I do own a 2018 Nissan Pathfinder, so I got the loyalty program. So I got $500 off the truck. And what I actually got, instead of putting that towards the truck, I put it onto their, what they call VIP oil changes. So it's basically oil change for life. You bring the truck in, they'll switch your oil out free of charge. Just bring it, get it done, drive away. Don't have to pay anything, no extra fees, no nothing. Only thing you have to remember, every 8,000 kilometers or twice a year. So if you don't drive a lot, twice a year. If you drive a lot, 8,000 kilometers, bring it in. They will change your oil, and that was $500. So it pretty much canceled itself out. All right, so now after adding all that on to your 48,000, you have document fees. For the dealership I went to, they only charge $76. Doc fees, depending where you go, you can talk them out of it. Some places are just ridiculously expensive. Some don't have it at all. Some are cheap. This was $76. I didn't really worry about it. They could add it on. It's not going to break the bank. Then you obviously up here, you have GST and you have PST. We have two taxes. So those two put together was just over another $2,000 for tax. Then we have our air tax, what they call it, because this thing burns gasoline, so it's destroying the environment. So up here they charge you another $100 for that. Then you have your tires, your tire levy, which is $100 again. And after all of that is said and done with everything added on, you come out to $59,614.19. So after everything's added together, fees on, discounts off, accessories that the truck came with, I paid $59,614.19. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much it. That's what you're looking at. $60,000 for a truck like this. Again, this is all Canadian dollars. If you're wondering about interest rates, they're between 6 and 7%, depending how long your term is. And of course, all that you factor into your payment as well. I traded in the Mustang. It paid off more than half of this thing. So that's why I'm not doing the payments, because most people, if they go into the trucks or into a new vehicle, if you're trading something in, yeah, maybe you're just putting a few bucks down. Like I said, it could be all different. So $60,000, just divide it by X amount of months, depending how long you're wanting your payments to be, and it'll give you a rough idea of what you're looking at. It'll be around $1,000, give or take, a month, depending how long your term is, without anything down. Should be roughly around $1,000. And then of course you got to factor in gas, insurance, and all that stuff on top. So it does add up, but for a new truck, like I said, it's well worth it. It's one of the cheapest in this mid-size truck range by quite a significant amount. So having said that, what do you guys think? $60,000, did I pay too much? Is it a good deal? Should I get something else? I love the truck. I'll do a few more videos. We do have some stuff coming for it to start the build, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully you don't miss out, because we are going to get this thing out in the bush pretty soon as well and test it out before we change too much, because I do want to see what the stock Pro-4x can do out there before we add all the goodies onto it, so then I can see and let you guys know if it's actually worth upgrading some of the parts and spending your hard-earned dollars on top of buying the truck itself. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this video, everybody, and hopefully we catch you guys in the next one.